row too.
We've had potatoes and carrots, and then we've picked green beans. We've had corn. We haven't had squash yet.
It's still growing.
It's still growing.
And
then we have had herbs with it too.
Yeah, and onions and garlic.
Onions and garlic too. But
What was the soup you had this week?
kale and sausage soup.
Kale and sausage soup.
Did everybody eat it?
No, I didn't get it.
I'm laughing to myself. My girls eat
Came home, he's like, I didn't eat the kale and sausage soup.
I would never have asked that question if I knew that answer was coming.
Pull the biggest one you can see. Yeah, say it louder, Sumner.
Listen up,
So I'm going to harvest right now the biggest carrot we have growing in our garden. If it wants to come up.
It wants to come up.
Oh, I love to
You might have to give it some.
I love it.
It looks like an alien.
A lot of them are like that.
What is that?
Look at that.
Here it is. So that's the short version. And without each other, like the beans can go up the corn. And they need each other to grow. So that was the short version of everything.
And do you remember where that story comes from?
But it was like, it's like an Indian version or something.
Yeah, from the Iroquois Nation.
But this is the corn that we harvested this year. We didn't harvest all of it, but we harvested some of it. And it was, we didn't get very much of it, only like the bottom, because all of the top was really small. And here's the squash, which is kind of, which we'll harvest in a little bit. And the beans have already gone by, so we'll harvest those. Miss Nancy's class will harvest those and plant them next year.
And what did we harvest from the other end of the garden? Do you remember?
We harvested from the other end of the garden the onions.
Yep, the onions and...
The onions were down right here, and we had garlic here. We had onions and garlic, and that, and then that's pretty much it for this part.
The only last thing I want you to mention is these trees along here. What did you get?
These are peach trees, but,
Well,
guys, can you get out of the vine, please?
these two are peach trees. They haven't grown for like, what, 3 years?
No.
Yeah, they grew the peaches this year, but it was like the second time we ever saw them grow. And there was lots and lots on this one, but there was only like 1 or 2 on that one. And over there is some tree. It looks like a cherry tree, but we don't know. One of our classmates said it was a cherry tree, but I don't think so.
All right. And Wyatt and Sumner are going to lead us to the whole. We've only seen half the garden. So we're going to go.
And here we have kale, spinach, and our chard, our rainbow chard. And the kale got eaten away this year.
Cabbage
so,
worms.
We didn't have a lot of kale, but we still got to have some kale, which was nice. And those are our strawberries, and that's our asparagus over there.
It's actually not grown.
We had our peas here, and here are our beans, and then we've been harvesting a few carrots every morning from this bed. So,
And then you have to introduce where you're going next.
there are nasturtiums right here too, and these.
Can you eat nasturtiums?
Yeah, you can.
Not right now, but that's great.
I didn't know asparagus had berries.
Yeah.
set its seed if it was going to be reproducing.
See, like, here we go.
But it's gone by now. And no Brussels sprouts? What's with that?
Well, I wanted to plant some Brussels sprouts, and then I forgot. That's what's up with that.
Oh, what a beautiful tree. Bush.
Butterfly bush.
Do you see all these? You can just...
Oh. Is that edible?
This is a weed called sheep sorrel, and it's one of the favorite garden snacks.
Is that what that is? Can I eat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You always wanna. Oh no, that's not it. That's a clover. The clover is fine for you. What you're looking for is a leaf
Oh.
that's shaped like an arrowhead, and if you put it in the sun, it's a little bit shiny. You can kind of see how it catches the light. That's sheep sorrel, and it's kind of like a Sour Patch Kid. It's really sour and also sweet.
That sour.
Nah, it's a little bit tart. Maybe tart is a better word.
It's a weed, huh?
Mmm. Oh,
Basically just like some herbs and some flowers, and there's the thyme over there, and there's basil, and there's just like all the herbs, and there's the flowers that Sumner has that you can eat.
These are the nasturtiums, which if you don't like spicy things, I would not suggest them.
Do you like them?
They're not exactly my favorite, but I'll eat them. Here we have our herbs.
And what about these bushes here?
Those are blueberries. And then
Blueberries?
we have thyme, parsley, yeah, and then we have some other things.
do you have any deer that come and eat this too? Do they ever come here? Do you know? No?
We had deer problems a little bit. They ate all of our green beans, which came back beautifully, but they ate them right down to the ground, to the nubbins. And so we've been putting up deer protection, and we've got these beautiful scarecrows too. And what else? We can't see a lot of the flowers because most of the flowers have gone by, but who really likes the flowers in our garden? Who really likes to come visit them? You can answer me.
Me
Yeah.
and everyone else.
Does it start with a B, Celia?
It does.
Oh, bees!
Yeah, it starts with a B and it sounds like bee.
Bumblebees!
Get some water.
And honeybees and
Thank you,
bees?
Wyatt. Okay. So you can conclude the tour, and if there's anything else you want to say about, like, the food you eat in the garden or...
So you've basically seen the whole tour, and if you're welcome to go around and again if you want to. So yeah.
Thank you. Great.
Raven, what are you doing? Ever seen one of these before? Seen a cider
Can you
press
tell me
before?
what's happening here? I'm taping it. You can tell me all about it.
Well,
Dad, Ed?
what they're doing is they're using an old
him the
machine
other day.
that was like, it was built in, I think, 2000 something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is a guy over there is turning this wheel right there, and apples up on top where my friend Raven is. He's throwing apples in there, but not right now because the guy's catching up.
Oh, here he goes.
And that truck right here is the one that brought it here, and this is the cider pressing on the cider that's been chopped up from that machine.
He's a good narrator.
Good job.
I like narrators and play.